fire, hated even the garment spotted by the flesh. Romans 10, verse number 13. But whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Playing Call of Duty in the middle of church?
Except they be sent. So how shall they hear without this preacher? And how are they going to believe on him and who they've not heard? And if they can't believe on him, how are they going to call on Jesus for salvation? So realize that whenever you're consumed with your life, hell is real. Whenever you squabble over petty things in your life, hell's real. Whenever you get your feelings hurt, I can't believe sister so-and-so did this, I can't believe when brother so-and-so did this, hell is real. When you're trying to seek for some kind of glory or some kind of title, I want to be this person, or I want to be this person, or I want to get the promotion, hell is real. Whenever you try to climb the corporate ladder, hell is real. Well, when you try to live for yourself, hell is real. Whenever you decide, hey, you know what, I want to go off the wagon, this will be okay, nobody's going to find out about it, and you try to toy with sin, hell is real. Hell is real this morning, and you know what, there is no reset button. And the most important thing that you need to take away from this whole sermon, the most important thing is that we are to stand between the dead and the living, and how shall they hear without a preacher? These people are not going to beat on our door and say, hey, what must I do to be saved? We have to go out and reach the lost. They're not going to come to us. We have to go out, and if they do not hear a clear message of the gospel, they will go to hell. That's what the Bible teaches. Hell is a real place. Hell isn't just some kind of figment of your imagination. Hell isn't some kind of fairy tale. It is a real place. And you know what? If we don't preach the gospel and they don't put their trust on Jesus Christ, it's not a works list any man should boast. You knock on people's door and they say, well, I try to be a good person. Why? Because society has taught us that if you're a good person, you go to heaven. If you're a bad person, you go to hell. Well, the Bible says that there's none good but God. That's what the Bible says. So let's go out in 2019, never lose that focus, and realize, think to yourself, you know what? I need to be a better Christian. I need to do more Bible reading because there's a hell. I need to do more praying because there's a hell. I need to do more soul winning because there's a hell. I need to show up for church because there's a hell. I need to do my part because there's a hell. I need to clean up my life because there's a hell. All these people, they want to sit there, oh, I've repented of all my sins, and brother, you're going to have the works and all this garbage, and they do nothing. Having souls in your focus, having hell in your focus, and realizing that this is serious, we are standing between the dead and the living, it'll make you a better Christian. It'll make you want to be a better Christian. Because you know what? I don't want to be a better Christian just so everybody's like, man, he's such a good Christian. I want to be a better Christian because I believe in hell. I want to be a better Christian because I want to others save with fear and pull them out of the fire. Because hell is real and hell lasts forever. Let's bow heads for prayer. Hell is a place of fire and torment. It lasts forever. Hell is a place of eternal sorrow. And hell is a place of eternal darkness. Matthew 22, verse 13 says, Then said the king to the servants, said, bind him hand and foot, and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Many are called and but few are chosen. Look at how depressing that is. Not only are you burning, not only are you tormented, not only are you haunted by your memories, not only are, you imagine the haunt, the terror that's in your mind, that just like the rich man, where you're thinking about all your unsaved family members. Man, I partied and I wasted my life, and I, rejected these soul winners. I rejected the gospel. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. Man, I want my wife to get saved. Man, I want my kids to get saved. I don't want my kids coming here. It's not like the guy's like, hey, man, I just really want my kids. No, the rich man was like, I don't want my kids here. I don't want my family here. And that's the way people are going to be forever. Can you imagine being in hell forever? And guess what? 20, 30, 40 years down the road, here's your kids. Here's your kids coming into hell. You see one of your children. Huh? You imagine that?
Yo.
Years down the road from that, you see one of your grandkids. You see them coming to hell. All of that guilt compiling on you. Can you imagine? Hell is a place of eternal darkness. It is a place of eternal sorrow. Go to Acts chapter number 2. Where is hell? See, Pastor Fritz said, why are you preaching on this? You know what? Because it's a new year, and guess what? Hell is real in 2019. Amen. And we don't need to get lax and say, oh, it's I want our focus to be zeroed in. I want our focus to be souls in 2019, okay? I don't want us to lose track and go about other things and worry about, make this some kind of social club. Hey, I like social. I like chumming with you guys. I like joking with you guys. But you know what? Don't ever lose focus.
Right.
Ever lose focus. Go to Acts 2.
They're taking Abel.
Hell's in the center of the earth. How about that?
Amen.
The very first use that the word hell is used in the King James Bible is Deuteronomy 32, verse number 22. It says, "For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains." Well, where's the foundations at? The bottom, right? Foundations of the mountains. The lowest hell and the foundations of the mountain. Do you know the crust of the earth is about 3 to 25 miles thick? That's all it is. If you took, I don't know if anybody's heard this comparison, if you take an apple, okay? Everybody with me, we know what apples are, okay? All right, kiddos, apples. Everybody knows what an apple is. If you take an apple, the skin of the apple, compared to the size of the apple, is thinner than the crust of the earth compared to the size of the earth, okay? The mantle, the crust again is 3 to 25 miles thick. The mantle is 1,800 miles thick. And scientists estimate that when the crust meets the mantle, it is approximately 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. At the bottom of the mantle, they estimate temperatures of 4,000 degrees. Scientists say that the Earth's core is made up of iron and some other elements. They're guessing. And they admit that they're guessing. It's all based on hypothesis and assumption. They don't know. They try to figure the magnetic waves and use some kind of sonar and mapping and things like that. They don't know. It is hypothesis and assumption to determine that. The radius of the Earth is 4,000 miles. Everybody know what a radius is? Radius is, kids, when you have a circle, you go from the middle of the circle to the outside edge. That's the radius. Okay? The radius of the Earth is 4,000 miles. So minus the crust and the mantle, you're looking at almost 2,200 miles to reach the center of the Earth. Okay? That is a big area. The deepest hole that's ever been dug on planet Earth was the Kola Super Deep Borehole. It was dug by Russian geologists. It started in 1970 and they abandoned the project in 1994 because of funding. This is the deepest hole. Remember the crust. We've not even got to the mantle. The crust is 3 to 25 miles thick. They dug 7.5 miles deep. That's all. That's it. It was 350 plus degrees at that depth and they were only 2% to the center of the Earth. Smithsonian Magazine, he says, ultimately it's a journey of discovery. He says, part of why you're drilling is because you want to find out what's down there.